What's going on, everybody? I'm not Kevin Duffy. Kevin Duffy is somewhere in the middle of the Caribbean Ocean playing pirates with his entire extended family. So coming at you tonight, you got me, Dan Bags, with Mike Duggan and John Ackerman. How you boys doing this evening?
Doing all right. Doing all right.
Excellent. We got a great show for you because I got to pick the topics and I got to build all the stuff that's there. But off the top, I have a question for you guys. This is something that came up in my head not too long ago, but the question is there something in your house that like requires no special ability to do, but if you don't do it, it doesn't get done?
Yeah, it's called cleaning.
Okay. My specific thing in my house, at least, is cleaning the lint trap in the dryer. I swear to God, I'm the only person that does that.
Mine would be recycling, I think.
Well, mine, also taking the trash to the curb or literally taking the trash out to the trash barrels.
I mean,
or breaking down cardboard boxes.
Cardboard, trash, cleaning the lint out of the dryer sometimes, cleaning the trap in the washer machine that gets stuck with like all the hair and everything else. That I'm the only person that cleans that. It's the truth, you know. It's not that my wife doesn't do it. It's just that like when I request her to do it, she just doesn't do it willingly.
Yeah.
Dan, you know what you have? Dan, you know what you have that you control but no one else can control, which I find is fucking electric, is the lights. Like if someone goes, if I go in your house, I'm like, Dan, I need a drink. Yeah, just go in the kitchen. Where's the light? Oh, hang on, let me get my phone.
I use my voice. I use my voice.
Lights.
Yep. My entire living room, my entire kitchen, my son's bedroom, the downstairs hallway, the upstairs hallway, and the chandelier in the foyer.
Now, have you tested
and
this?
The playroom?
Have you had like a recording of your voice saying lights and then play it and it works? Like, could someone like pretend to be you, like Mission Impossible style?
I haven't tested that. I'll have to give that a shot.
I'm gonna have to steal your larynx so I can use your lights.
Yeah. But this one, I think you guys will enjoy this one as well. So we've always had an issue with clogs in our shower in the master bedroom.
Quite literally, I'm going with shoes, clogs.
Yeah.
Clogs.
And my wife says to me, the drain is clogged again. And I know, Duggan, you've dealt with this before as well. Oh, yeah. And when you do it, it's just gobs of hair and jizz.
Bad.
But what she says to me is, I said, it's clogged with your hair again. And she goes, it's not just my hair. She goes, your hair falls out too. And your body's covered in hair. I said, yeah, but that's all short hair. I'm like, explain to me why, like when I use the snake, I get long, like Chewbacca lengths of hair coming out. It's not like little wads of my body hair and my head hair. But I'm the one that does it. Again, that's a me thing.
Yeah.
Where do
you if you do, where do you usually shave your pubic hairs? Do you like throw it away? Do you put in the sink, shower?
When I trim up, I will trim the pubes over the toilet.
Yeah, that's the move.
Boom, that's the move.
Yep, and then shorten the ball sack over the toilet, and then shave the sack in the shower.
So if I really need to get that extra space, I'll put like 1 foot on the tub.
Well, yeah, I do it all. I do the shaving in the shower, the actual razor part. But it's few and far between, and it's really not for her. It's more for me. When I look at it and I was like, I need a boost in size today.
Not only that, but like sometimes like if it gets too long, like it gets like entangled in like my nutsack.
Yeah. Or it gets like it can get like pulley.
Yeah, it's just the space in your boxer ratio. It's different.
Like it all of a sudden like grabs onto something, and all of a sudden you move wrong, and your undies just like rip a nut hair out, and you're like, ah! It's terrible.
You ever have that happen to you somewhere where you got to be quiet and you just have to eat it? You just fucking start shaking for a second. Oh, God.
Oh, I can't believe that just happened. No, that's never happened to me.
Insanity.
All right.
You know what does suck though? Having a shit in the wrong places at the wrong time.
What?
I once really had to shit, and we pulled over to the side of the road in Canada.
No, I'm talking about like I was in like a meeting, and like as soon as I got in there, my stomach did a good like. I was like, oh fuck, man. So like you're just getting going. You have a full hour ahead of you. No goddamn well. Like the last 10, 15 minutes, you start getting like, oh.
No, I've just left meetings.
I used to work with this guy named Ruben.
Ruben.
Yeah, and Ruben went ahead and admitted something to us that he never should have ever. Right?
Ruben.
Wait till you hear this. So he used to work with us in Billerica at Rexel International. And he used to drive from Worcester every day.
Oh no.
So he had like a severe bubble gut syndrome all the time, right? He was stuck in traffic on 90, the Mass Pike, right? Couldn't get over. Guys wouldn't let him over, right? His stomach started bubbling, right? And he could not, for the life of him, like he had his blinker on. He's like, let me over. And he's like starting to sweat, right? He ended up shitting in his pants, right? It is like shitting. And for the next 2 hours in traffic, just sitting there. And I was just like, what did you do? He's like, I did nothing, man. I just sat there and I waited. I go, what? You need to get off it, like, you need to get, like, just move over eventually and just, like, clean it up and, like, get it out of there.
Sure would have been the last thing I used to wipe. God,
again, for 2 hours. I was like, that must have been, like, the worst fucking ride ever. He goes, I just rolled the windows down. I was like, no, that's not enough.
What was he driving, like a van?
No,
ruined.
Yeah, I'm aware, right? No, he had like an old Lexus.
I would like go to the junkyard and find like
a new chip,
a scrapped one from that car and just replace the seat.
Yeah, those Lexus like ESs or whatever. There's plenty of those around. Yeah, man. That's not. Oh, dude. One time, I've shit myself a lot, but like one time where I really cut it close was me and my friend Jesse Votto. We were driving down to the Cape. We get over like the bridge, and I'm like, yo, you gotta pull over. He's like, what do you mean? Like, yo, you have to pull over. I'm gonna shit myself. He's like, no, you're not gonna shit yourself. I'm like, bro, we have 2 minutes before I shit myself. So you have two options. You can either pull over or take a shit in your Tiburon. Your choice. I don't care. It's either way, it's happening. So he like pulls over, and like, you know how like the houses down in the Cape, they have just like small little yards, and it's like maybe a bush, maybe a tree, mailbox. There's nothing to a fucking yard. Well, I ran into somebody's yard where there was like a little bush, and I just like jumped into this bush and shit, and I had to let it go so bad. It was
free compost.
Yeah, probably one of the most tragic events that I've had to occur. But it was so like my wife's always like, you can't hold it. I'm like, what do you mean hold it? Like there gets to a point when there is no holding. The button has been pressed. There's nothing we can do now.
I'm at the point where I have to tell you that I need you to pull over, I've already held it.
Yeah.
Now at the point of critical mass.
Yeah. Like the last hour. That's why I'm sweating.
So I think I told you guys, my son doesn't shit on the toilet.
Yeah.
Refuses. Is he shit?
In his diaper.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if it was like
when he's asleep. So on Christmas Eve day, we gave him some prunes because we thought maybe he was a little backed up. So Christmas Eve around like 6:30ish, he's like, we're putting him in his pajamas, and he's like, I don't feel good, and then he starts having the vomit voice, and he's like, and he's got like the wet mouth. So we run him into the bathroom in my parents' master bedroom, and he throws up on the floor, and it's almost like spit up. Yeah, like it's just like saliva and like a little bit of water.
Yeah.
The kid got to the point where he was holding in this prune shit for so long that he made himself throw up.
Yep.
My wife is freaking out. She's like, "Oh, we have to go home." And I'm like, "No." I said, "He's just holding in the shit." And I said, "Watch this." I said, "Listen." We clean him up. I go, "Listen, I'm going to put your pull-up on you. And then I'm going to put you in the bed in the spare room. And I'm going to let you lay down for 5 minutes." And he goes, "Okay, Daddy." I leave him there for 5 minutes. I go back in. The biggest prune shit in that diaper. And I'm like, I look at him. I go, "Do you feel better?" He goes, "Yup." And I'm like, just poop in the toilet, man. Just poop in the toilet.
Yeah, getting the critical mass is no fun, dude. Like,
Oh, no.
When it's so bad, it starts coming this way. Like, it's horrible. It's just so bad. It's so
My
bad.
wife was like, "I've never been to that point," and I said, "Congratulations, I've been there many times." And my dad was like, "Oh, hell yeah, yeah, I've done that."
And
my
like, how
mom
do you
was
explain it to a child too? Because you don't know how to tell them how that feels. It's like such a unique thing.
I think it's a specifically male thing where we sit there like, I can hold it.
Yep.
And women just don't go through this. Exactly, Dan.
Yep. No, because my mom told me the story about the time that they were at some hotel and they were at like the restaurant in the hotel. And my dad was like, "I have to go back to the room. I have to go back to the room. I have to go to the bathroom." So they both go up together and he's fumbling with the key, trying to open the door. My mom's standing there watching him. And she said that he's there trying to get the door to open, going,
"Oh, yeah.
Just gagging because he had to shit that bad.
Oh, it's crazy. It's crazy. There's been points where I've had to like pitch a pail and do like a twofer, like a.
Yeah. Oh. All right, let's get into the first topic. We've done almost 12 minutes of randoms. So let's start with this one. If you haven't been on social media, if you don't know about this, you've been under a rock. There's I think three separate wildfires all around LA that are actually starting to affect Hollywood productions and other things right now. I know that there's one in Palisades, and then there's two others, and they're all kind of dotted around LA. I just heard that there's like 1.5 million people without power. There's been like hundreds of thousands of people evacuated. A bunch of celebrities have lost their houses, like Paris Hilton, Billy Crystal, John Goodman, Jeff Bridges, Eugene Levy, Anna Faris, Rainn Wilson, Mandy Moore, Anthony Hopkins, Adam Brody, and Leighton Meester. And because of this, it's affecting a lot of things that are happening in and around LA as well. Like the Oscar nominations have been pushed to January 19th, so getting those in. And then they've also extended the voting on the Oscars by 2 days. Hollywood productions have been affected, as it says at the bottom there. So like Fallout Season 2, Hacks, Suits LA, Abbott Elementary, Grey's Anatomy, Loot, Happy's Place, NCIS Origins, and The Neighborhood. And some LA events have also been affected, like the premiere for Unstoppable, the premiere for Wolfman.
Damn it.
AFI Awards Luncheon, BAFTA Tea, and Critics' Choice Awards. They've all been either postponed or canceled. So, I mean, it's getting wild. If you guys haven't seen any of these pictures.
The pictures are fucking crazy. It looks like a literal like apocalyptic scenes.
Yeah.
Now, where is this a reference to? Like, I'm not familiar with. Like, where is this a reference to Hollywood? Is it like, if you're looking at the sign, is it before the sign or after the sign?
I think it's around the sign.
Yeah,
around the sign.
I do not know.
Because isn't that the Hollywood Hills right back there in this picture?
Yep.
Yeah. So the sign's probably on that. Oh man.
No, there's a bunch of hills around there.
Yeah, there's a lot of area around that area, Mike. You know.
Dude, look how compact that is. No wonder why there's fires, bro. Then you take one good wind, good night, Irene. No way.
It's not even the fact that it's so compact, Mike. It's the fact that the place is so fucking dry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, yeah,
right.
That's a given. Yeah, for sure.
And they were dealing with wind gusts up to 99 miles per hour.
Holy shit, dude! See, like you see how close that shit is. Like,
yeah. So I mean, it's just the wind is blowing, carrying embers, and it's just so fucking dry that ember lands in the right spot, and then it just keeps going.
Now, crazy question: do you think, like, put your tinfoil hats on? Do you think these fires are actually fucking started by people? and they're just called wildfires. It's just so ironic that it happened in Maui and it happens now. Like, especially in January. Since when is it fucking dry in January?
You missed the Canada one too.
Canada.
The thing is like there could be a number of reasons why these things start. Right? It could be a cigarette. It could be malfunctioning equipment while it's going and starting up. It could be.
There was somebody that started a wildfire because of a fucking gender reveal.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like it varies a great deal. You know, a lot of people think it's a malfunction with the PG&E, right? Pacific Gas and Electric. No one's 100% sure. And in the past, it has been an issue with some of their equipment being faulty to go ahead and contain this shit. Because at this point in time, and Dan, you can correct me if I'm wrong, the wildfires are 0% contained.
That is 100% true from what I've seen. That there's just nothing.
You said 0% contained?
0%.
0%.
So
they have no control over it.
Firefighters are volunteers, right?
No, not necessarily.
Are they like police where you have to go like?
Yes. Well, it depends on where you are, but in a place like LA, they are real paid. That is 100% their job.
So it's like a regular municipal.
So, Mike, like the other thing you have to understand that you should be aware of is the fact that like the fucking hydrants are running out of water, right? Yeah. Like they've got no fucking water to fight the fire with. They're like, well, what the fuck do you want us to do? Throw sand at it?
Yeah.
Now, where do you get that water from? Where does it come from?
So they fill reservoirs for hydrant water and stuff. But what I saw a really cool video. I saw those C-130s that they use to dump the water on, coming into the ocean, scooping up seawater.
Whoa!
And then coming back around and dropping that.
See, from what I understand, that's a twofold problem. Because if you use that fucking water, it can go in and cause the ground not to be growable anymore.
Right.
Oh man.
So that creates a twofold problem, you know. So while you might be able to put out the fucking fire, I mean, nothing's growing there after that for a period of time. So
there's just a lot of shit going on, and it's not good, and it's affecting a lot of shit out there. And I listed a whole bunch of celebrity houses, but there are tens of thousands of people that are not celebrities who have also lost everything.
You know, shit that freaks me out is like you see the guy I see in a picture, guy's taking a video. He's like, yeah, I'm trapped in my house with my 2 dogs, nowhere to go.
Yep.
Like, what the fuck, dude? And you got to ride that out. I was telling my wife, like,
you don't ride that out.
I'm digging a ditch around my fucking house.
Oh, it's gonna barbecue you.
Yeah.
But the other thing the other thing you have to understand is that the people who were fleeing on the 405, right? They just got out of their fucking cars because they were stuck, and the firefighters can't get to the fire because the 405 is so fucking jammed. They're using a bulldozer to fucking push those cars out of the way, and it's quite literally apocalyptic.
Yeah. You know what that kind of reminds me of? What's that those volcano movies like Dante's Peak and shit?
Dante's Peak, Inferno.
So it's like when the lava's coming and you know where to go, it starts popping the fucking tires and you just like run on top of cars and shit. It's like that shit's, it sounds like a fucking movie. It's ironic that it's
insane. It's insane just to watch some like reels on Instagram of all the shit. It's just mass carnage of everything.
And from what I understand is that there was a cut to the fire department's budget of like $23 million in LA recently. So that's a whole different fucking ball game of a conversation to be having.
Yeah.
So
we're not going to get we're not getting into that one. Not here.
Like defund the police type of situation where they're like, we need money. Let's just from the fire department.
No, well, kind of, but no. But yeah, so it's unfortunate. Anybody who's out that way who's actually watching our podcast, I hope you stay safe and everything goes well for you. I hope that you have something to go back to eventually.
Yes.
Now, how does like the fucking American Red Cross work? Is there like a fund that like is there like even a fund that we as a country put together for like relief? Is that even a fucking thing?
Well, it's called FEMA.
Okay.
It's called FEMA. So it's still funded. I believe there's been talks of defunding FEMA or moving FEMA to something else. But as of right now, FEMA still exists. But at the same time, there are people out there like Jamie Lee Curtis and her husband have said they're going to donate $2 million to rebuild efforts. The owner of, or the Chargers themselves said they'll give $200K.
Well, because you would think as a society, we would all agree that we really can't do shit about nature. So it's just like, yeah, there should be some kind of pool where if we run into a fucking situation where all the houses get taken by fire, that at least there's something there for us to.
There's also insurance.
House insurance doesn't cover that shit, does it? I thought they were like, fuck that, we're not covering.
The rates go through the roof every time there's a fire.
Yeah.
Right. So every time, like, it's like being in a fucking flood zone. You're gonna pay for it eventually.
Yeah.
You know,
because you choose to live there. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. It sucks, but they will rebuild. Hopefully, eventually, once they contain and put this thing out.
What's Hawaii doing? How's Maui? What's up with that? I haven't heard a peep. Like
Maui, I believe, is doing pretty good. And the thing with Maui is, yes, it was devastating to Maui. It was a very specific neighborhood in Maui, but at the same time, there was only so far that it could go.
Well, it's an island, yeah. It's for
instance. Yeah, and that's the other thing that they're dealing with in LA right now is it's kind of just working its way to the ocean, which really, really sucks because I believe Malibu is in its sights right now, where it's like it's staring down Malibu and they're like, we can't fucking contain this. So they're on like evacuation watch. And once it hits Malibu, if it gets to the ocean, there's nowhere else for it to go with the way that the wind is blowing. And that would actually kind of be to the point where they could maybe start kind of containing it.
Yeah.
But
what if they invented like a big old fucking fat ass, like wet blanket that helicopters just like fucking drag down and then they release it and it just falls on a fire, takes it out like a wet blanket.
That'd be a really big blanket.
It would be.
No,
what would honestly probably really help would be if they could dangle that wet blanket from a helicopter or a series of helicopters to just block the fucking wind.
Oh yeah.
Because that's what the issue. That's really what the issue was,
right?
Because the wind was so powerful and blowing in the right direction for the fire, wrong direction for everybody else.
Yeah.
That it just kept fucking going, and they couldn't get it. They couldn't get it controlled at all, and the wind was just too fucking strong. It sucked.
Fickle beast.
Yeah. All right, let's talk about something happier. You guys want to
semi-happier?
All right, let's talk about the Golden Globes. Speaking of LA, did you guys watch the Golden Globes? I didn't fucking watch it.
No,
I don't care about the Golden Globes really.
No, I just got the highlights, got the reviews.
Yeah, me too. But I did throw some stuff together for this. So, best motion picture.
Yeah.
Winners. The drama was The Brutalist, which I've never seen.
Nope.
Is that even out? This is what I hate about like the Golden Globes is a lot of the shit like we can't even see it yet.
It goes like fucking theater to theater. It hangs on forever and it's never fucking like streamed fast enough. I mean, Amelia Perez is out though. You can get that.
That's a Netflix movie.
Yeah.
But I want to stick with drama real quick and talk about the nominees that were beat, that The Brutalist beat. And that's a complete unknown, which I haven't seen because I'm not a huge fan of Bob Dylan or Timothée Chalamet.
Wow.
Conclave I watched. That was good.
Yeah.
I know that you guys both had Dune Part 2 in the top 5 of your favorite movies for 2024.
Yeah.
I have no idea what Nickel Boys is. September 5th. I saw that and I'm interested in that, but I don't even know if that has been released yet.
That's a week before the big day.
Where is that? Where is it? What's the release date on that?
What's it about?
January 17th, 2025 is when it comes out. So it hasn't even been released yet. So it's during the 1972 Summer Olympics in Munich.
Okay.
An American sports broadcasting team must adapt to live coverage. The Israeli athletes being held hostage by a terrorist group.
Okay. I know exactly what this is about.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I'm assuming musical or comedy. A lot of people were pissed off that Emilia Perez beat Wicked. As I
Come on
said,
now.
I saw Wicked. It was good. It was good. I don't think it appeals to the masses though. I haven't seen Emilia Perez. Have you guys watched that?
I
No.
started watching it, but I fell asleep.
Okay. That's a good sign.
It was one
Real
of those things
Pain-
late at night.
Yeah. A Real Pain looks like I might like it, but it's not one of those things where I'm going to run out to the theater to see. That's the Jesse Eisenberg movie that has Kieran Culkin in it.
I want to see that.
Yeah. I've never heard of Honora. I have no desire to see Challengers.
That
The
movie
Substance,
sucked ass.
the substance
Substance looked good.
looks wild.
Yeah,
It really
that was
does.
real good.
Yeah. That I feel like that's really in our wheelhouse there.
Yeah.
Non-English again, Emilia Perez won that one. I've literally never heard of any of these other non-English movies, so
Nope.
they're there, but whatever.
Mhm.
Animated, I saw the trailer for Flow.
Yeah.
I'm not sure there's any words in that. And I was
It's just
getting
a
really
musical?
confused because it's almost like it is a cat. I think there's like a tsunami, and this black cat goes on a boat to avoid the tsunami, and then just like more and more animals keep climbing on this fucking boat, and they're just like cruising through tsunami land or something. It's very strange looking.
It's very real, like realism, because animals
Yeah.
don't talk, but it's also animated. So that's
Right.
interesting.
But then you look at the nominees that it actually beat out: Inside Out 2, which I saw, which was good; Memoir of a Snail, which I don't even know of; Moana
Nope.
2, which I haven't seen yet, but I want
Kevin's
to.
favorite movie.
Kevin's
ever.
favorite movie of 2024, The Wild Robot.
Oh yeah, he's gonna freak out.
Yep. And then Wallace and Gromit: Vengeance Most Foul. I didn't even
They
know
still
there was
make
a new
those
Wallace
fucking
and Gromit
movies?
movie.
Dude, Wallace and Gromit is awesome.
I've
I've seen like 4 of those.
It is. And the fact that they still do like the claymation thing for it is great. Speaking of which, did you guys see the video on Instagram I sent you? Not to just to kind of jump back for a second. The giant crab and skeleton crew was all stop motion.
Yeah, that's so cool.
yeah.
Yeah, that was insane. I love that. Okay.
Yep.
We'll talk about Skeleton Crew in a few minutes. Best TV. Have you guys watched Shogun?
Nope.
I've been wanting to. I just haven't gotten around to it.
Neither have I, but apparently it's phenomenal.
Oh yeah.
And you'll see why. So, it won Best Drama. It beat The Diplomat, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, Slow Horses, which I watched, and I love it. Squid Game, which I know, Mike, you love. I love it as well.
It's great.
I haven't watched The Day of the Jackal. It looks good, but Eddie Redmayne's face bothers me.
Dude, I don't know. The Diplomat was pretty fucking badass, dude. I really liked it. And
what
Mr. and
is
Mrs.
that?
Smith. Carrie, what the fuck is her name? Carrie
Russell.
Thank you. So she's in it, and their husband, and they're like politicians, and it's just like, it's kind of like House of Cards.
Okay.
But
Maybe I'll check it out, but
dude,
I'll have
she's
to check it out
badass.
after Shogun.
Right. Mr. and Mrs. Smith was really good too. I liked Childish Gambino. I thought he was real good in that.
His name is Donald Glover. Okay.
Yes.
I always get it confused with Danny Glover.
I think musical or comedy. There were a lot of upsets here. I've never watched Hacks. I love Abbott Elementary. I love The Bear. The most recent season of The Bear wasn't up to snuff, in my opinion. I haven't watched Nobody Wants This, but it's on our list, I believe. Only Murders in the Building was great. The Gentleman was phenomenal.
Excellent.
Yep.
I'm trying to think, what the fuck was The Gentleman?
Dude, you were drooling over The Gentleman for like a month.
Oh, dude, there's so many things called The Gentleman now. I get confused.
The British people.
Yes.
Yeah, the guy in the chicken suit.
Oh,
Yes.
So good.
Yeah. All right. Limited series, Baby Reindeer 1. I watched this. I told you guys to watch it. It's great.
It's messed
It
up.
really is. And it's totally fucked up. And it's based on a true story.
It can't be better than True Detective. That shit is banging. The Penguin.
No.
It's up there.
It really is. It was really, really well done and totally fucked.
How did that lady get control of anything? That's my question.
Dude, watch it. Just watch it.
Mike, you like fucked up
Really.
shit?
I
I'm
do.
telling
Yeah.
you right now, I think you're gonna enjoy it.
You're gonna enjoy Baby Reindeer. It's really, really good. But it beat Disclaimer, Monsters, the Menendez brothers story, Ripley, the
Menendez.
Penguin, which I know everybody knows we love the Penguin.
Yes, that's
Excellent.
so tragic.
In True Detective Night Country, which I will say one of the better seasons of True Detective. Not the best though.
Oh, not
That's
the
correct.
best for sure. No,
Yeah.
numero uno takes that pig.
Yeah.
You can't have the brothers running amok and not be number one.
Right.
Right. And then we'll jump into best performances from movies. Drama for a female, Fernanda Torres, I'm Still Here. I know nothing about that.
Yeah.
I believe that was actually listed as one of the. Yep. That's one of the non-English. Yeah. So probably didn't watch it. Adrian Brody won for The Brutalist. Musical or comedy female, Demi Moore for The Substance. And then for male, for A Different Man, that's Sebastian Stan and all that makeup there. I've never even heard of this movie.
Hilarious. Do you know the premise for that movie?
I've never heard of it.
So listen, so the premise for this movie is that Sebastian Stan has this fucked up face, right?
Yeah.
He's like really embarrassed. He's fucking down. Nobody treats him well. It's just like shitty. So he gets a fucking surgery to get rid of that. So now he looks like himself, like Sebastian Stan. But the kicker is there's another guy who looks just like him, who's like doing awesome, and like everybody loves him, and it's so fucking great, and he hates him so fucking much. And that's like the movie. It's so fucking funny. And Sebastian Stan's really been coming on lately. I watched him in Sharper. I don't know if you guys have seen that movie. It's like this guy, I think he's underutilized. I'm glad we're talking about Sebastian Stan now.
Yeah, and I also think that if they ever needed somebody to play Luke Skywalker,
hell yeah,
he's a fucking shoo-in.
He really
Luke
is.
Skywalker on these haters? Yes.
Oh, Sebastian Stan looks just like a young Mark Hamill. It's insane.
Oh, it's cray.
Yeah, especially when he shaves. No beard. My God.
Yeah. That's what he looks like in Sharper.
Yeah, really?
Yeah. Check that out.
Now, where is a Different Man? Did you see that in theater somewhere?
No, I didn't know the premise of it.
Okay. You haven't
seen it. No, I didn't even know it's out. I saw a preview for it or an interview or some shit. But
I guess
you can. Laughing.
Yeah, it's in theaters, or you can rent or buy it on Prime right now.
Yeah.
So supporting in any category for females, Always Held On and won for Amelia Perez. Apparently, This is really good. And Kieran Culkin won for A Real Pain in supporting.
His interviews with Jesse Eisenberg lately, I've been sending. I think he is so hilarious. He seems like a cool dude to hang out with.
Where's the first place you saw Kieran Culkin?
Home
Alone. Full go easy on the Pepsi.
You can sleep upstairs with me, the attic. Oh, yeah.
I don't want to sleep on the high bed with Fuller. If he has anything to drink, he'll wet the bed. And then best TV performances, drama for a female and male drama. Shogun Cleaned Up with Anna Sawai and Hiroyuki Sanada.
Anna Sawai.
Yeah.
Fucking awesome.
I looked at it and I said, yeah, it looks okay, maybe. But now with all these awards, I'm
I like the premise, dude. But Samurai's a badass.
Yeah. The musical or comedy female was Jean Smart for Hacks. Apparently, Hacks is very good. And Jeremy Allen White won for The Bear. Limited series for a female, Jodie Foster, True Detective Night Country. She did a very good job in that.
She was so funny in that.
She did a great job.
Her interactions with her boss had me fucking dying, dude. They ended up being back. That's so good.
And then Colin Farrell won for The Penguin. Are we surprised by that? No.
Not even a little bit.
No. But the real question is, I didn't actually look at who else was nominated for limited series female. I'm assuming Kristen Milioti was nominated and got beat up by Jodie Foster.
Kristen Milioti.
She's from The Penguin.
Yeah. I mean, I imagine that she was. I don't see why she couldn't have won that, though.
Yeah.
I know. Jodie Foster was really fucking good, dude. She's so fucking hilariously just such a bitch in that. So funny.
Yep. Now, in a supporting role for a female, Jessica Gunning for Baby Reindeer.
Yep.
Wow.
She,
upset.
I mean, Duggan, you really have to watch it. You
I
really
just
have to
don't
watch
know
Baby Reindeer.
how I could take. I just don't see how someone like that could do what she did. I don't know.
Dude, watch it.
I will have to report back.
It gets insane.
And I do like a good London flick too. I like people that have accents.
And the good thing is their accents aren't to the point that you don't understand what they're saying. My wife and I were watching Outlander the other night. Hate watching Outlander the other night. And I'm like, my ears are not tuned to whatever the fuck they're saying. I'm not hearing anything. They're standing there going, and I'm like, I have no idea what you're saying. I don't know. And then another win in the male category for supporting for Tadanobu Asano for Shogun again. So Shogun cleaned up.
All right, so we have some watching to do then.
Yeah, we have to watch Shogun.
We need to just pick one and all watch it together.
Shogun.
Let's start off with Shogun.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
From what I understand is that everybody who was on the set for Shogun took that shit ridiculously seriously across the board. So
all Asian people take shit serious. There isn't a non-Asian person that doesn't take anything serious. They're like serious all the time.
We're not stereotyping people.
No.
Asia's a big place, bro. There's a lot of people that are always serious. I'm just saying.
Speaking of big places, let's talk about Space, the Final Frontier. Skeleton Crew Episode 7 review. The penultimate episode.
Penultimate.
Where are you for the penultimate?
Penultimate.
Oh my God. We're finally back in Adden. Can I just say, over 1,000 vaults with that many credits in it is insane.
I agree.
The epic slide of the fucking credits is great.
My first thought is, where are they getting the fucking material to make them?
I don't know.
You acquire that.
It makes no
time.
sense.
It's nuts.
Like, I thought when they opened that, I was like, okay, there's one vault and we see it and there's that much. I'm like, holy fucking shit, that's a lot. And he goes, and how many of these do you have? And the droid's like 1,100 or whatever. And I'm like, just like that?
Jesus Christ.
So that's too many.
You have a Hollow Earth, sir.
Yeah.
Whenever you see that much gold, I just get an eerie feeling of Nazis just like acquiring too much that isn't theirs. How do you get all
But they're minting it. They're minting that shit. And the fact that we actually heard the supervisor's voice too.
Yep.
Yeah, but like John said, where do you get that material? Is it from other planets blowing up? Do you harvest all that material and then
I don't
smelt
know.
it down? Is it the souls of the people that leave Adden?
What if it's just like the core of Adden?
Oh, it just makes gold and they just have to just stamp it?
Yeah.
That'd be pretty sick. That would be pretty sick. That's why it's like a treasure planet, because the core is gold and they just have to press it. They just endlessly make money. Yeah,
they smelt it, and then they just pour it into little things and they stamp it, and they're like, all right, let's stack it up nicely. I did have an issue that he picked up the one and then it just all started pouring out.
Right.
It was perfect.
Like they have things that are moving like these giant like barges filled with them, and they're not doing anything. I'm like, why did it fall like that?
Yeah, why?
Let's just say you didn't take the top one and it was just like the fourth one down. That's why.
Even then, the way it's stacked, it wouldn't fall like that.
It shouldn't fall like that.
Well, you can't stack anything small straight. It has to be crisscross applesauce.
Yeah, I'll agree. They failed on that one.
Let's back up a little bit. Let's so they escape the crab people, right? And they're flying around.
The new Onyx Cinder is so much cooler looking than the old one.
That one, badass.
Yeah.
So Mr. Wolfie, Mr. fucking
Mother Moses Wolfenstein.
He's giving my man too many shots to explain himself. He just keeps going airlock. Like
at the same time, I feel like the crew doesn't really want to airlock
Silva.
They
That's
don't.
what he said. He's like, the crew doesn't love you.
Yeah. And then the fact that he's like, they're walking out there and he's like, even if there is gold, the first chance I get, I'm going to fucking kill you.
Yeah.
And then the fucking arm comes down and grabs him and he's just like, bang.
Yeah. It was so cool. It almost looked like he planned it.
Yeah. Like, how did he not turn around and say, I'm the captain now?
Oh. Good nod.
Yeah. But yeah,
I like the quick thinking
that
of
was surprising.
Taking the ship. I like getting the claimsies. I thought that was smart.
Yep. John, I was telling Duggan backstage that when Silvo cut off SM-33's head, my response was, "Oh no!" like just immediate response, like not like a, "Ah, dang, I really liked him." It was just, "Oh no!"
Oh no!
I was not expecting it. Expecting it.
The way he was walking,
in,
I was like, he's gonna fucking murk 33.
Yeah.
So like he had bad intention. You know?
So we'll have to get Kevin's take on this one, but the message that the parents sent to the kids, I was like, oh, that's so nice. It was so sweet. And I just love fucking Neil. I love Neil's family. I love everything about them. I fucking love the baby elephants.
What was Neil's mother thinking when the droids caught them in the woods? She's like, I'm gonna grab it and run. I'm like, how about somebody that is not 4 feet tall and has legs that are 6 inches long?
The best. That's what we're talking about backstage. Like that.
She got what, 2-3 steps and then was just frozen. And the person's like, she'll be fine. Run.
Playing fucking tag with the transmitter. That was great.
It reminded me of fucking rugby.
Yep.
Like one guy gets tackled, and you're going down, you just toss it out. Like somebody grab it.
Like the Little Giants.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest. I loved the grid that they were flying through.
Oh my god,
that was cool.
So excellent.
Yep, that was cool. But how about Silvo mentioning the video in basically saying, now I know what all your parents look like and I know who to carve up if you say anything. I'm like, oh my god. I'm like, because totally I wanted Jude Law, and I've said it multiple times, I've wanted Jude Law to break good in this, and he is totally breaking bad, and it's hurting my heart a little bit.
When he puts that helmet on, he turns into a real dick.
I love the sound he made when SM-33 knocked him out though with that helmet on.
Yeah.
He punched him, he's just like, oh, he's just down.
But SM-33.
I mean, I'm excited for the finale.
Who do we think the fucking head honcho is going to be? I need to know.
I told you it's the captain of the Onyx Cinder prior to them leaving. That's who it is.
It's just another droid.
That's what John's been saying, and I believe Duffy's on Team Droid as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the team crash landed captain. I like that one.
Yeah. All right, so we're split. We're split on that one. So I'm assuming we'll probably find out tomorrow, next week.
Oh god.
Next Tuesday at fucking 9 p.m. Fuck you, Disney Plus. I'll continue saying that.
Dude, what is the deal? What is the deal?
Like, just
I don't understand.
I'd be fine if it was releasing for us at 8 p.m. on Tuesday. I mean, that still pisses me off because everybody else is like 12:01 a.m. your local time. It is now available.
Like since
on
when
your streaming service?
Since when does Boston have to wait for New Year's? Fucking LA. This is horse shit.
Yep, that's bullshit.
So bad. And the way they phrase it too. Like, why would you say 9 p.m. Pacific, 6 or whatever it is,
9 p.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific.
See, it's gonna be all fucked up. I can't even talk about it because it's so asinine how they do it backwards. Why would you say Pacific time first?
And I also feel like that might be the reason, because originally when this started, they were like, we're not getting very good viewership on Skeleton Crew. Yeah, because you're airing it at fucking 9 p.m. on a Tuesday.
Horrible.
I gotta work.
I guarantee, because everybody is at least like 18 to 20 hours past when it is available watching it. Because I know that I don't watch it until Wednesday.
Right.
Like, if you wanted to, Friday at 9 p.m. or Saturday at 9 p.m. would be fine. But
more often than not, these past months, I've been doing like Thursday, I'll hammer out Skeleton's Crew and Creature Commandos. That's
Yeah, that's what I did today. I was off today because Jimmy Carter. Yeah. So I was like, all right, I made some breakfast. I said, Skeleton Crew, Creature Commandos, let's go.
Hey, fun fact about Jimmy Carter. You know he's the first president to bring a team to the White House?
Yes, I did know that.
Isn't that's freaking crazy? Good for him.
Yeah.
That's something good he did. Acknowledging a team for winning a championship. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, speaking of Thursday watches, we also had the finale of Creature Commandos.
Oh God.
I feel so bad for Frankenstein.
So John, I told Dan I fucking ran it back. I started from the beginning and I watched it all through right to the finale, like a goddamn movie.
Yep.
And it was literally like watching another Suicide Squad front to back. If you watch it front to back, I cannot wait for the real life people who voice these characters to come and play these characters because everybody is fucking spot on for these characters. Even like Frankenstein, like David Harbour as Frankenstein is probably the greatest fucking cast, I think.
So, question, Duggan, this was the question I was going to ask you backstage, and I said I'll save it for here. Did you catch the post-credit scene from the finale?
There was two of them, wasn't there?
There was one.
Well, it was what? When Frankenstein was eating soup with the old lady?
Yeah, so he didn't kill her.
No, I thought that was the lady who watched the house.
Wasn't that the old blind lady with the dog?
I thought it was just the lady who watches his house who called him, who said, "Hey,
was it?"
That's who I thought it was. Because it was also the first thought that ran through my head was, "Oh wow, he didn't kill that lady." But then I was like, "Oh, it's probably the lady who called him." That was the conflict I ran into.
That's what I thought. I don't know. And then
John,
the other thing is, John, who was that old lady?
I'm not 100% sure. I thought it was the old lady that watched the house. I didn't think it was the old lady from the cabin at all. I'm convinced that he shot that lady right in the face.
That was
no, he didn't shoot her. He stabbed her, if anything.
Stab through the heart. You're so big.
The other thing is, do you know who they had voicing? Because I paused during the end credits to see who was listed there because IMDb wasn't doing everything. King Shark, that's his name, right? King Shark?
Yeah, he was in there.
He was voiced by Diedrich Bader.
Really?
I don't know who that is.
Sensei Rex of Rex Kwon Do from Napoleon Dynamite. Really? Yes.
Butter Sensei.
Butter your sensei.
That is
butter your sensei.
Yeah. Grab my hand. My left
My
hand.
other hand. My other hand.
You want to
that guy
kick to the face wearing these pants? I don't think so.
Yep. That guy was voicing King Shark. And if James Gunn holds true to what he's been saying, if there is a live action King Shark, it will be voiced by Diedrich Bader.
Now,
awesome.
Wasn't he in No, he wasn't in Whose Line Is It anyways, was he?
No, he was never there. Why? I think the confusion is he was in the Drew Carey show. Ryan Stiles also was in the Drew Carey show. They were the two friends, and Ryan Stiles was in Whose Line.
Yeah, that's fucking 7 degrees of my man over here, King Shark.
Yeah. So I was pretty stoked about that. But all in all, I'm not super sad about
Nina
Fish Girl being dead.
They had to kill off somebody.
Well, what the fuck was her abilities?
I still don't know. That's my thing. They give the backstory. She was born with her lungs on the outside.
Swimming.
I was like, all right.
And then she turned into a fish person. And even when she was swimming in there to kill the princess, at no point did she look like she was able to swim extra good. The only thing that she had was she could breathe underwater.
She was being stealthy, okay?
She was terrible.
She was useless.
She had no business being there.
No.
How many characters are you going to have in CGI? That's why.
And then I question, why was she even fucking detained?
Can we know
the reason she was detained because she was a creature?
Yeah.
She's the creature from the Black Lagoon, so they said, let's throw her in with these people. We don't know what she is.
They probably blamed her for the fucking death of her dad getting shot by that cop.
Yeah, probably.
She was eating all the fish.
She was that
We
that
thought
Gollum
that
moment,
thing
the
endlessly.
fucking Gollum moment where she's like, "Ah."
Yeah, that was great.
You know, Aquaman
Did.
was all over that. Aquaman was all over it.
Oh,
yeah.
for sure. For sure.
Faux
That was a 3 a.m.
show.
call going to
I was-
fucking.
I'm super stoked about GI Robot 2.0.
Hell yeah!
Oh
Mr.
my
Mr.
God.
Iron Man.
Are we gonna
Hell
kill Nazis? All of them.
Yeah.
All of
Yeah.
them, sir.
Yeah, that was crazy. Who else? I don't know the other people that were sitting in there other than King Shark, GI Robot, Dr. Phosphorus was in there. Obviously, the person that was playing whatever game with Dr. Phosphorus. Who the fuck was that? Batgirl.
The Batgirl. She was in an earlier episode.
Was she?
Yep. Where they were taking Nina's food.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And that
All
dude
right.
ended up dying. And then you're like, now everybody's happy. Well, you're not, because you don't have anything to eat. But yeah, I love the fact that Weasel's still alive.
I mean, he's
Weasel's
unkillable.
That's what I'm
Weasel
starting to
is the
think.
man.
I think he's starting to think he might be immortal. I think that might be his ability, besides the fact that he's a walking.
Not only did he take
feel
multiple
people.
shots to the body trying to rescue that little girl, but he ended up saving the fucking day because he knows he has some kind of like right and wrong in that weasel head of his, which is just like crazy.
Yeah, but then the fact that when it cuts to him in the detainment center, he's just licking his crotch.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. But then he's an also absolute madman when he unleashes this fucking.
Yeah.
Like I said, I rewatched everything, and like when him and Dr. Phosphorus were taking down Cersei's, that's like a brutal scene. And if you put that in like real life spectrum, she's just getting her back torn up by this fucking thing, and she gets her face palmed. Like that's so brutal.
Yeah. Who is the King Tut looking motherfucker?
King Tut.
There was a guy sitting like knitting, and he looked like a fucking pharaoh or some shit.
I don't recall.
You don't recall?
That's
okay.
Ramses.
Hold on. Let me help you. It's a blurry ass fucking picture, but I'm gonna get it for you. There was something else. Oh, I just had a theory. So pop into my brain. What the fuck? What the fuck?
Popped into my brain.
The vision that was seen was true. However, Clayface is not dead. Clayface is going to come back and pretend to be the princess, and that's what you get.
Yep.
That's my guess.
I don't know. They walked in and he looked fucking dead up on the floor.
He did, but I mean, he's just made of clay. He can kind of pull himself back together.
Yeah, it's real hard to kill Clayface. It's real hard.
I thought him getting like electrocuted and then blown up because they turned him like hard.
I remember seeing this scene, right? Obviously. I have no idea who the fuck that is.
You don't know who
that
that
looks
is?
like one of Van Helsing's fucking brides.
No, not the left, the right.
No. Oh, yeah, like the Pharaoh man.
My immediate thought was like from the first Suicide Squad movie where they had the Enchantress and her brother, the Aztec god that was there.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Is that guy? But I know it's not him. Well, I think it's not him.
It does look like a mummy. He has some kind of wrapping, yeah.
Right.
Something here is called Callus, Khalis.
Khaleesi?
He's a revived mummy who worked for Shade, a counterterrorism organization led by Father Time that uses the creature Commandos as field agents.
Ooh.
All right.
Nina Mazursky and Frankenstein were also on the team.
Wow.
So he's basically just like a walking mummy.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what I'm getting there.
Played by Brendan Fraser.
And then do you know what the name of this Batgirl is? It's Nosferatu.
Really?
Yeah, she's a powerful vampire who once fought Superboy to take over the Wildlands, a place filled with genetic experiments of evolved animals.
Nosferatu.
Nosferatu, not Nosferatu.
I mean, all right.
Yeah. I mean, season 2 is already a go.
Yep.
So let's fucking go.
Good on the bride too to fucking come back in there and do an absolute fucking murk on that fucking princess, and then walk out unnoticed. That's so legendary.
Yeah, like we gotta go quickly. But all in all, very nice. I enjoyed it very much. Luke Ross is here. His name is Luke. He's about to graduate high school and would love to guest star on the show, if not possible. That's
guest star Luke Ross.
And we'll be in contact, Luke. Diedrich Bader was voicing King Shark because they probably couldn't get Sylvester Stallone to voice him. Or Matt, it's because Gunn has already straight up said that like anything from here on out is canon, and basically has said Peacemaker season 1 is also canon, but everything else is just bullshit unless it's mentioned in season 1 of Peacemaker or season 1 of Creature Commandos, and then moving forward everything else is canon.
So here's a question: if it was mentioned in Creature Commandos, does that then make what happened in Creature Commandos true in that event? Where I'm going is, so Rick Flag Sr. said that his son died. So does that make the new Suicide Squad movie their canon?
So it makes the portions of the Suicide Squad canon. The fact that that whole starfish thing on the island happened. Rick Flag Jr. died, but it may not have been Joel Kinnaman as Rick Flag Jr.
Ah. Got it.
But it was definitely Idris Elba that shot Peacemaker.
Yes.
Yeah. And John Cena is still obviously Peacemaker.
Yeah.
And King Shark and all that.
Right.
Okay.
So I mean, you basically have to go back and like take notes if you really want to know at this point what's canon and what's not. And who really wants to do that? You just want to enjoy it. Peacemaker season 2 coming up.
Oh, I cannot fucking wait.
Yeah. All right. I think that covers all of our topics. So now, guess what, everybody? Head-to-head matchup. Head-to-head matchup of movie release date baseball. Old school Hollywood.
I will promise to do mediocre.
I'll be lucky.
Alan Tudyk voiced Clayface this season. He's not voicing Clayface in the Clayface movie. Somebody else is, and I can't remember who.
He could do both. Fuck it.
No, I know for a fact somebody else is Clayface.
So
I thought it was Alan.
No, I think he did it in the show, but I think somebody else was going to also do it in that movie that Dan was on. It should be Stallone. Fuck it.
Alan Tudyk did do Clayface in this, but I saw somewhere that Clayface is really coming back as something. No, not Sean Gunn. I don't know. I can't remember. Whatever. Shut up, Matt. We're on to movie release date baseball now, Matt.
Boom.
Get with the program. This is my program. Kevin's not here for you to correct.
Program.
All right. Let me get set up. Oh, look at that. Everything's all set up. All right. So if you don't know how we play this game, I give the name of a movie, and these two jokers have to tell me what year it released. If they guess the year correctly, they get a home run. If they're within 1 year, either plus or minus, they get a hit. If they're nowhere fucking close, which is the usual, they get nothing. The points don't matter. It's just bragging rights, and I have the most bragging rights because I'm pretty sure I've won every game that I've played, but hey, whatever. It's bragging rights. I get to brag.
Can't fool you, Dano.
Yeah, as smart as me. All right, let's start it off with a bang. You guys know you watched this movie in high school, 12 Angry Men.
Oh, yeah, like a history movie, right?
No.
Yeah, it's about court. I watched it in history.
Yes. Oh, yeah, in history, yeah.
I watched it in English class.
Yeah, I think it was English class.
Yeah.
I did a lot of things in history class. There was a lot of time.
And we're letting Duggan go first. Duggan is player 1 today, so he can stop piggybacking off of people's answers.
It explodes like 12 sticks of dynamite. I'm gonna go 1933.
1933 for Duggan. All right, John.
1973.
1973. Oh my God. You guys are way off. 1957.
Oh, see, we should have met in the middle.
Oh, I will also say that all 20 of these movies do fall within the top 110 movies of all time in the IMDb list of the top 250 movies of all time.
That means nothing to me. Absolutely.
I know it means nothing to you, but
good accomplishment.
The other thing is, if you haven't seen these movies, you probably should see them.
So what was that here? 1957?
1957. Next up is Schindler's List.
Great movie, man. Oh.
We'll go back and forth. John, you get to give the first answer this time.
97.
1997 for John.
Yeah, that's a good guess, John.
And Michael?
95.
1995. Duggan was closer, but you're both getting outs for that one. It was 1993. It actually won Best Picture in 93.
I knew it was the 90s.
Yeah, but it felt. God damn it.
I like that movie too. I think it's great.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
Hell of a movie.
Next up is Fight Club. Duggan.
99.
2001.
Good contact. It's far. It's high. It's going. It's going. It's gone. Michael Duggan, right on the nose. 1999.
God damn it.
Congratulations. John, you got an out for that one.
Yeah, no, I got that.
You know what's so crazy? I've been seeing so many things. I must be following a lot of like movie stuff now because I've seen so many like behind the scenes things for Fight Club like this last week. So weird.
His name was Bob.
His name was Robert Paulson, okay?
Yeah.
All right. Next up is Inception from the director of The Dark Knight.
Love this movie.
John, you get to go first this time.
2010.
All right. And Duggan?
I'm so fucking terrible at this.
For some reason, I want to say like 14.
2014 for Duggan. All right, John, you're not terrible at this. That is a home run for you, my friend.
Nice.
2010. What do we got in comments? Inception is so peak. Luke Ross.
Hell yeah.
Now I gotta get back to my media assets. All right. Well done on that, John. You guys are tied right now. Next up is One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Prime
80.
Jack Nicholson.
Let's say 84.
Duggan saying 1984. John?
82.
1982. You're both wrong.
Oh.
It was 1975.
Wow.
Look at how young Nicholson is.
My initial thought was 79, so I wasn't gonna get it anyways.
Yeah, you weren't gonna get it anyways.
Holy moly.
All right. Let's what do you say we go and save Private Ryan? John, you get to go first on shaving Ryan's privates.
98.
1998 for John. And Duggan?
I don't know why. This 2001.
2001. John Ackerman, slugger extraordinaire. Home run for you.
Wow.
Well done. 1998 for Saving Private Ryan.
That seems like such a modern movie to me in the 90s.
Vin Diesel.
Vin Diesel. Young baby Vin Diesel.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. We're going to stay in the Tom Hanks realm and go with The Green Mile next. Duggan, you get to go first on this one.
Mm, 99.
1999 for Duggan.
2002.
2002. Man, Duggan, it's a home run for you.
Fuck you.
That's right. Tom Hanks went from Saving Private Ryan to The Green Mile back-to-back years.
I knew it was after. I didn't think it was the next year.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
He's using performance enhancers. This is bullshit.
He's using what performance enhancing drug is he using? Marijuana?
Yeah.
All right, next up is the OG Psycho, Alfred Hitchcock
man.
Psycho. You like Alfred Hitchcock movies, John?
They're hit or miss for me.
What do you think about Psycho?
It's not bad, you know. I like a couple of the remakes of it.
The Vince Vaughn one?
Yeah.
Oh,
I didn't hate that.
You know what I actually really enjoyed was like the first 2 seasons of Bates Motel.
Oh, the TV show?
Yeah, that was good. But what year did this movie come out, John?
63.
Duggan?
God damn it. 67?
Outs for both of you. 1960 even.
Oh, fuck.
Next up, I personally enjoy this one. This is a good one. Whiplash.
Oh, great
J.K.
fucking
Simmons.
movie,
Great movie. J.K. Simmons is such a douchebag.
Oh, no, this movie fucking kicks ass.
Oh, yeah. Duggan, you get to go first this time. Santa Claus.
I'm going to take a wild shot here and say 14.
All right.
I don't feel good about it, but.
And it looks like John is in the middle of something. He's on mute. He's speaking to somebody off camera.
2017.
2017. Michael Duggan. You didn't feel good. You should have felt good. That is a home run.
Oh, fucking tits.
2014. Next up, American History X. How do you feel about Nazi?
I have this on my Hulu.
Yeah, but what year did it come out? John, you get to go first.
American History X. 2002.
Duggan?
I'm going to take a shot here. I'm not positive, but I'm going to say 99.
John, you are not very good at the late 90s, are you?
Not really.
That's a hit for Duggan. It came out in
98.
1998.
I knew it was 1999. God damn it.
All right, John, this one's right in your wheelhouse. You ready? And you get to guess first. The Prestige.
Ooh.
From the director of Batman Begins.
You know
I
what
was
sucks?
confused with the illusions.
I literally just watched this again the other day.
It's honestly a pretty good movie.
2005. No. 2006.
You're saying 2006, John?
Correct.
And Duggan?
For shits and giggles, I'm also going to say 2006.
Sorry, what? You gonna piggyback? 2006. Yeah. Home runs for both of you. It did come out in 2006.
Yeah.
I mean, you just kind of have to look at it and say, okay, if you know when Batman Begins came out, it clearly came after that, and it's Chris Nolan, so it had to be somewhere in between Batman Begins and The Dark Knight.
As long as you do that math, yeah.
I really enjoy that movie in the worst way. Such a good movie.
I feel so bad for all the drowned Hugh Jackmans.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just the whole alleyway of dead Hughes. This one, the first time I ever watched this next movie was in college. I didn't even know it existed. Leon the Professional. Ooh, Luc Besson.
Oh,
Come on. Duggan, what year did Leon the Professional come out?
I've only seen bits and portions of this.
You've only seen bits and portions?
Yeah.
Jean Reno, or as Duffy would call him, Jean Reno, Gary Old Man, and Natalia Portman.
Gene Reno.
I'm 95% sure he's called him Jean Reno live on the podcast before.
I'm going to say 98.
94.
John, are you sure about that?
I would say it like that.
I'm kidding. It's a home run for John. It's a home run for John. You were just so matter of fact, like you were like, I know for a fact it was 1994. Fuck you.
Oh.
Yes, home run for John. Unfortunately, Duggan, that's an out for you. Next up is Apocalypse Now.
Oh, jeez.
And John, you get to go first.
Apocalypse Now. 87.
1987 for John. Duggan?
Fuck, man. For some reason, I think it's way earlier than that, but originally I wanted to say 86, so I'll just stick to my guns.
1986. You guys are both in the wrong decade. It was
1979.
1979.
Oh, god damn it. I'm like, it's 70. I'm thinking of fucking, what's his name? The Godfather. I'm like, he's definitely.
Marlon Brando.
Yeah, I'm like, he's fucking. Oh, god damn it.
Unfortunate.
That's why I'm
out for both of you.
I can't do it.
Next up is Avengers Infinity War.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
John, you have no idea. Duggan, you get to go first.
Oh, god damn it. I don't pay attention to shit like this.
Look at all those people. Look at all those names. Hot dogs.
I'm going to say 2018.
John?
17.
A hit for John, a home run for Duggan. 2018.
Oh!
Hot dog. Oh, we got a barn burner going here.
Dude,
Meh.
Thank you. This is an impression of why the white guy lost that voice.
Oh, yeah, oh my god. Meh. Meh. Next up is The Shining, Stanley Kubrick's masterpiece. John, you get to go first.
84.
And Duggan has never watched The Shining.
I've seen pieces of it.
Bits and pieces. This is the Bits and Pieces show with Duggan. He reviews movies that he's only seen bits and pieces of.
I'm gonna say. Wait, what did John say?
1984.
I'm gonna say 73.
1973.
Yeah.
At least John was in the right decade. My God. 1980.
I wasn't sure how low to go in the 70s. I wanted to say like the late 70s, like 79. That's what I was going to say in that area.
You would have gotten a hit if you said 79.
See, I know. I was trying to think of like this. It had a 70s vibe to me.
Yeah. Next up is quite possibly one of my favorite Tarantino movies, Inglourious Bastards. A lot of Nazis in this
great
this round.
Great film.
Duggan, you get to go first. Hugo Stiglitz.
God damn. Maybe 06?
Johnny.
No, that's not right.
No, ain't fucking right.
2015.
Wow. Duggan was in the right decade.
No, well,
Barely in the right decade. 2009.
Yeah, suck on that, John.
I just knew you weren't right.
No, fuck you, Duggan. That's not right. Next up is the only animated movie that I have in here, and that is Coco.
Coco.
Mama Coco.
I love Coco.
John.
This is 2016.
2016 for John and Michael Duggan.
Actually, I would like to amend.
Okay.
Because Duffy has talked about this movie. 2022.
2022?
Yep.
Okay. And Duggan?
I'll say 19.
2019. John, apparently you had a foul tip, and it was caught by the catcher. Because it was 2017.
Oh,
you had a hit. You had a hit. And you fucked it up.
Yeah, well, you know. I hear Duffy talk about that movie every now and then. I'm like,
yeah, it's because Duffy has a hard on for little boys that play guitar.
And
he's not here to defend himself.
All right. All
right. Next up. Again, a movie that you may have seen in high school. Amadeus. Duggan, I'll give you a high five next time I see you if you can tell me who sings that song.
Let's see here.
Give me a year first.
I don't. I honestly don't even know where to fucking put this because this poster is so bad.
This is the poster: the man, the music, the madness, the murder, the motion picture. So many ellipses.
73.
1973.
This is
John.
This is clearly a 1981 movie.
1981. You are both incorrect. John is in the correct decade. 1984. You've never seen Amadeus?
No.
Dude, it is bonkers. It's a pretty good movie. And there are a couple of big names in that. The guy that plays Ed Rooney in Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Yeah. And he's got a wig. Powdered wig. Duggan, any guess on who sings that song?
No idea.
It's a band called Falco. Second to last is the classic Good Will Hunting. Robin Williams, Matt Damon.
Stellar Skateboard.
Stellar Skateboard. Went first last time.
I don't know.
I think Duggan went first. Yeah, Duggan went first. John, you're first.
Let's see.
Wildly charismatic.
2001.
Brilliant. 2001. And Duggan, totally rebellious. For the first 20 years of his life, Will Hunting has called the shots.
Can I? Oh, damn. All right. If I ask a clue, can John re-guess?
Sure.
Did this one best motion picture?
Yeah.
I'm sticking with 2001.
1999. You're both wrong. 1997.
Ah, I knew it was closer than that. I knew it was fucking Tom Hanks. It was in that vicinity, and I knew fucking they won.
Tom Hanks?
Yeah, because it was Saving Private Ryan, and then that other fucking movie.
That's the other direction.
That's Robin Williams.
He's talking about Matt Damon, but still.
Listen, I'm talking about the awards and how they won in interviews.
Tom Hanks.
Just shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
I'm confused by the Tom Hanks part of it still.
Because we just talked about it, God damn it.
Tom Hanks. All right. All right. We have Oh
It's a
man,
barn burner of a terrible.
We have a
This is-
tie.
it's a terrible barn burner.
It's a tie.
It's not.
Last one,
Oh,
boys. Heat. Al Pacino, Robert De Niro, Val Kilmer, John. Wait, Duggan's first.
95.
1995 for Duggan. And John.
90.
1990. Again, high, deep, out of here. Michael Duggan.
Ah,
Boom!
Home run. Final scores. John with 15 outs.
outs. Woo!
4 home runs and 1 hit. And Duggan taking the win in this horrible barn burner. 13 outs, 6 home runs, and 1 hit. You guys did so poorly. So
That's called
poorly.
a fucking great game. If
I
I watched that
commend
as a Red Sox Yankees game and we won 6-5, I'd be fucking stoked. Walking out there with a dub.
6-5. No, you got. Well, you did get 6 home runs. You actually beat him 6-4.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
guy, I've been smoking this whole episode. You're lucky I'm getting numbers correct.
I know. What year did this come out? Blue and purple.
I'm literally filing with the commission on appeal, right? Because
Well,
this
he's
is
on a boat in the middle of the Caribbean. So good luck getting in touch with them.
This is bullshit. There's performance enhancers in play.
Kevin was texting me answer the whole time. Don't worry.
All right. Well, that puts an end to this episode of the Random Things podcast on the Random Channel. Follow us on Instagram for daily content at Random Channel. Like and subscribe on the YouTube. When Kevin gets back, he's going to cut all this shit into little tidbits and make fun little videos so you can either rewatch the entire 1 hour and 20 something minutes of this shit, or you can just watch the little tidbits. Either way, I don't give a shit. But if you like and subscribe and hit that notification bell, you'll be notified every time we have new content on the YouTube site. Until next week, when Kevin comes back and he runs the ship, adieu.